Hello and good day everyone, especially to our advisor who is watching this video, Sir Carl Joshua P. Anilaw. Hello sir. I am Lawrence Kataha, your first reporter, and this is our video report in Prof. Ed 10, which is Instructional Strategies in Teaching Visual Arts. When teaching a technique for the first time, most art teachers, especially in a large class, tend to do a direct instruction through a demonstration. Why does direct instruction is used by the teacher? What do you think? And yes, let's talk about it. Take note that the direct instruction give a clear and precise steps to equip the students with the conception and technique that they can follow. And the reason why most art teachers use these strategies because time in art class is limited and there won't always be enough time to do an inquiry-based approach or exploratory learning, and it allows teachers to relay information, teach principles, and demonstrate, provide feedback, and guide students directly based on their needs. If a teacher introducing a material or technique for the first time, the teacher explains how to use it, how it works, how artists do it, and reason why it is used. That's why the lesson is important for us as a future teacher and why this lesson is really essential for education students as an advanced knowledge in our future teaching, including teaching arts. The reason is direct instruction also allows teachers to quickly and clearly explain the safety precautions, cleanup process, and expected behaviors. These activities are excellent methods to develop mastery of a specific skill through explicit instruction and modeling of behavior. Students can also practice independently. However, direct instruction limits the use of exploration and creativity. That is why in teaching art to children, the teacher has to strategize when to use direct instruction, which is usually done only at the beginning of the lesson. Then once the students are familiar with the materials and techniques, they can start exploring, envisioning, and creating a work through inquiry-based or cooperative learning approach. That's why this lesson is so essential. Our lesson for today is not only focused on the benefits of instructional strategies in teaching visual arts, it also provides how we use those teaching strategies in the three provided approaches. Then let's proceed, and here are some teaching strategies that are commonly used in an art class. This table explains how we use the strategies like description, illustration, approach, psychomotor skills, 8 studio habits of mind, and a lot more. And we will know it later to our next reporter. And yes, the table explains how we use these strategies in our three approaches. First is, as a teacher, how we give description. Here, if we give description using step-by-step approach or direct instruction, as we can see, the teacher will demonstrates one step at a time. Then, students follow each step. Then, secondly, if we give description using one demo approach or direct instruction exploratory learning, the teacher demonstrates all steps, then students try to imitate from memory. In the process, students also have an opportunity to explore. And third or last, in giving description using artistic creative process or inquiry-based exploratory learning, the teacher poses a challenge, then students explore, envision, and solve. These approaches will illustrate like this. Next is the approach. The approach we need in step-by-step approach or direct instruction is direct instruction, modeling, guided practice, think aloud. Then the approach that appropriates in one demo approach or direct instruction exploratory learning is direct instruction, modeling, guided exploration, think aloud. Last approach is in artistic creative process or inquiry-based exploratory learning, and the approach is investigate, free exploration, visualization. And the psychomotor skills needed is in step-by-step approach or direct instruction is perception, set, guided response. In one demo approach or direct instruction, or exploratory learning is mechanism, complex, overt response. And in artistic creative process or inquiry-based exploratory learning is mechanism, complex, overt response, adaptation, origination. Then, these three approaches has 8 study habit of mind. First study of mind in step-by-step approach or direct instruction of observe, engage, express, reflect, develop, craft, and understand art world. In one demo approach or direct instruction, exploratory learning is the following. Observe, engage, explore, express, envision, reflect, develop craft, and understand art world. And last, 8 in artistic creative process or inquiry-based exploratory learning is observe, engage, explore, express, envision, reflect, develop craft, and understand art world. This is not the end of those strategies in our 3 approaches. That's why, sit back and relax because the other strategies will be given to you with our next reporter.
Hello everyone, I'm Angel Himaya and I will discuss the other strategies commonly used in art class and how we apply it in our 3 different approaches. And the next strategy is when to use our approaches. First, we use step-by-step approach or direct instruction. For children who need extensive support, teaching a complex procedure, 5+ steps that requires caution, techniques that are irreversible such as watercolor. For activities that have 2 or 3 parts, such as mixed media painting, when doing one-on-one mentoring. Then one demo approach or direct instruction exploratory learning. First, for classes that can follow simple series of performance tasks or are already familiar with the skill. For less complicated procedure, 2 to 4 steps such as cutting a shape, then pasting or coloring a background. Using an equipment such as press or printmaking, electric tools, or craft knife. For more flexible art, activities that are reversible and do not require accuracy. Last, artistic creative process or inquiry-based exploratory learning. We use this for students who are engaging in upward challenge and upper grade levels or students with inclination in art, for whose students who were able to show mastery in the previous skills. All of these 3 approaches has an advantages like step-by-step approach or the direct instruction. It is first, easy for student to understand and follow, and all work and finish at the same time. Develop skill through repetition. In one demo approach or direct instruction, exploratory learning, it gives efficient use of time since faster demonstration, and these are room for exploration and reflection. Then, artistic creative process or inquiry-based exploratory learning, we use this to enhance all 8 studio habits and challenges students to be creative. The teacher can learn a lot from the students. After we discussed that although the approaches has its advantages, but it have also an disadvantages. First, the disadvantage in using step-by-step approach or direct instruction is, first, works on the student with slowest pace, more time-consuming, and does not promote exploration and envisioning. In one demo approach or direct instruction exploratory learning, the disadvantage is sometimes students asked to repeat if they forget a step or cannot make it work. Prone student. In artistic creative process or inquiry-based exploratory learning may require more time, sometimes more than one session. Some students might get frustrated. The teacher must strategically facilitate learning and planning carefully. And last strategy is what example of activities you can use in every approaches. And step-by-step approach or direct instruction, if we can use first 8-step origami, watercolor, blow painting, or mixed med. direct painting, direct drawing, and etc. In one demo approach or direct instruction exploratory learning, we can use clay modeling, drawing with a pencil, cutting and making a collage, draw a self-portrait showing emotions, and lastly, in artistic creative process or inquiry-based exploratory learning, we use the following: games and challenge, highest tower, collaboration project, student art competition, and quarterly or year-end final project. This is the end of my part. Let us proceed with our next reporter. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Grace Delgado, your third reporter. In this part, I should explain about step-by-step approach and one demo approach. First is step-by-step approach. In this approach, the teacher demonstrates how to draw a face one step at a time. Each student is expected to do as per teacher instruction, and the teacher can only move on to the next step once students say that they are done. Step-by-step approach is also a teaching method where the teacher demonstrates a task one step at a time. The student follow each step before moving to the next. The teacher only continue after student finish the current step, ensuring that everyone understand and complete the activity properly. Next is one demo approach. In this approach, the teacher demonstrates how to make a human clay figure stand on its own. The student use a visual guide to try to do it independently. The teacher provide guidance if needed. This is also okay if the process is reversible, that it allows the student to correct himself or herself without much sequences, such as molding with clay or drawing with a pencil and eraser. One demo approach is a teaching method where the teacher demonstrates the activity once. The student try to do it on their own using visual guides. The teacher only give help when student need, especially in activities where mistake can easily be corrected, like working with a clay or drawing. Once again, I am Grace Delgado.
Hello everyone, I am Anjanelle Caro and my report is about artistic creative process. This process involves more input from the artist and requires envisioning, imagining the final artwork and picturing how to do it. This enables the artist to apply the concept and techniques learned from the previous lesson. The artist can also have an input on what his or her artwork wants to express to the world. In a typical art class, students can learn concepts and skills from direct instructions as well before conducting a creative artistic approach. It is basically a combination of different approaches wherein the end goal is for the artist to practice the 8 studio habits of mind by Land et al. 2015. Take note that all of the mentioned strategies can be used in one lesson, depending on the complexity of the activity, student skill, and set objectives. The meaning of the report is explaining how artists or students learn and create art using different techniques art strategy. The report says that creating art is not just copying instructions. It involves the artist's ideas, imagination, and personal expression. So for example, artists use imagination. Before making an artwork, the artist imagining what the final artwork will look like and plans how to create it. Second, self-expression. Artists can use to express their thoughts, feelings, or message through their artwork. In short, teaching visual arts should combine instructions, creativity, and imagination so students can develop artistic thinking and express themselves through art.
No!